You have to ask someone, why not ask Michelle? You can ask Michelle at axmimi1@gmail.com. That is AXMIMI1@gmail.com. What are you waiting for?
Hi, it's Michelle.
You have an email today.
Oh, great. Read it to me.
Why is it when there is a death in the family that no one wants to help or support and help someone get through it? And why does family think it's okay to talk down on a person until they break down and something bad happens again to someone else who is being attacked by the family and people?
Wow.
I'm going to say that this person was trying to say is that if it's a death in the family, why is the family members not supporting them in the way that they believe they should be supported? They didn't say how, so I'm going to go with emotionally and financially, because that's typically the only two things that people want when things like that happen.
Yeah.
And when they say being attacked, I'm assuming they mean verbally.
Hopefully.
So what would you say to that?
I would say, the first thing I would say is go to Jesus. Talk to him. He's your personal savior. He'll bring you through anything that you're going through. I know death is hard, but it's a part of life. That's one thing for sure. We're all going to die. So I've been through it, and everybody that I know have been through it. Yes, it is a hurting thing. And the way you said it is a little more hurtful when you can't rely on your family. Or most of them, or some of them, I'm not sure. But
as far as with family,
yeah,
I think people put too much pressure and expect too much for family.
Yeah, they do.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy.
You need to tell the whole truth.
You know, I'm not Ask Michelle, but I frequent here often, so I'm going to give my opinion.
Give it.
So, this is what I believe. Just because we are family does not mean that I'm supposed to do certain things for you.
Right.
Because a lot of times, family members are not even that close. They just maybe hang out at grandma's to have, family gatherings, or it could be the auntie or whoever, that throws the gatherings. I have so many family members that I know their names and I've seen them so many times, but I know nothing about them.
Yeah.
A person could put a gun up to my head and ask me questions, and I know I'm dying. Because I'm not going to be able to tell you anything about them but their name. You ask me where they live, I have no idea.
Yeah.
You probably could ask me their kids' names, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know. They be like, how many kids they have? I don't know. 2, 3, 5, 7. I don't know.
I know that's right.
And these people I see sometimes on a regular basis, and I don't know anything about them because we haven't built personal relationships. Just because you cross a person's path at family events does not mean you have personal relationships with them.
That's true.
And then on top of that, you never know what a person is going through financially. So you can't assume that if I don't give you something, I don't care, or I'm not being supportive. Because if I'm trying to support my family and I'm barely making it, if I give something, I might sink my boat entirely. You can't help someone else if you're drowning.
That's true. You need a life preserver yourself. But I can remember a time when I went to a funeral and I was in the car with my mother. I said, oh my goodness, look at that fine man. She's, girl, shut up. That's your cousin.
When you're 50 or more, you can marry your first cousin legally.
I wouldn't do that.
I'm just going to sit that out there.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's incest. That's family. And I didn't even know it. And that shut that down real quick. But that's another story. But sometimes you don't know family members. Regardless. Am I not right?
That's correct. Because I can remember coming home one day and I saw a picture on the mantle. And I was wondering who that fine man was myself. And I said, Ma, who is that man? He is fine. And you said, that is your uncle. I said, I've never seen him.
Because he was deceased, my brother. We all go through death. It's a hurting thing. is personal. But we get through it with Jesus. He'll help you. And never let anyone tear you down. Ask Jesus to give you strength to walk through it, and He will. He'll comfort you. Believe it or not.
But I think another thing is that people assume that other people know how they feel. Mm-hmm. If you don't communicate with a person, they'll never know how you feel.
That's true.
If you feel attacked by something that a family member has done or said, then you need to go to that person and tell them how you feel. Because a lot of times things with family are misunderstandings. Mm-hmm. But if, for example, like if I try to tell you something to hurt you, I'll tell you like, yeah, I meant that. Yeah. But if I don't mean it, then I'll clarify it when you tell me that you're hurting and I did something wrong to you. Yeah. But I'm a very honest person, so if I meant to cut you, I'm going to tell you, no, I meant that.
I know, right?
How does it taste? But
I know.
If I don't, then I'll tell you, no, that wasn't my intention.
Right.
You know, because I serve it straight, no chaser.
I know. Just like vodka, no chaser.
So, if your family members hurt you in any type of way, tell them. Yeah. You cannot fix something without communication. Mm. You can't just say that the person knows that they hurt you because they may not be aware. And a lot of times when people are going through things in their own life, they don't mean to be that way, but they just have tunnel vision on their own life and their own problems.
That's true.
So my advice would be to talk to the person, let them know how they hurt you, and try to come to some type of common ground.
Exactly. Because you are family. And for one thing, we need to love each other on this earth. Not just family, other people too. Because there's so many people out there hurting and going through the same thing. And hopefully they seek Jesus.
And if it's financially, then you can set up a GoFundMe.
Yes.
And then tell all of your family members how to find the GoFundMe, and then they can donate if they want to or if they can. And then you will find that there's also other compassionate people in the world that can afford to give, and they do.
Yes, they do.
Just because a person doesn't give doesn't mean that their heart is not there to give. Sometimes you just in a bind and you can't give. But if you had it in your heart, you would give it. And you never know how a person feels inside unless you talk to them.
Exactly. Because they could be praying for you right now.
And honestly, prayers are worth more than coins anyway. I know some people beg to differ, but prayers are worth more than coins.
Yes, they are. Very much so. And I hope this helps you in your walk, whatever you're going through. You'll be uplifted and this pain will go away. So don't forget, press that red button and subscribe.